So, today's video is a little bit different because in this box right here is my old PlayStation console, the original one from like over 20 years ago. Plus, there's a whole lot of other stuff, including a bunch of my old games that I've got on PlayStation 1. So, we're gonna take a look at what's inside because I have no idea. And yeah, let's get to it. I won't lie, I'm a bit nervous to open up and see what's inside this box, but at the same time, I'm very excited because I haven't seen this stuff in years. It's just been sitting in my mum's house. My mum and sister found it all, and I guess this title was clickbait because I didn't find it, they did. But anyway, thanks to my mum and sister for finding this old good stuff because along with the PlayStation, there's a whole lot of nostalgic stuff in there, so it's going to be pretty awesome to see. But yeah, speaking of that nostalgia, g'day guys, my name's Champ, and today we're diving into this nostalgia. I've got a bunch of games here. I've only had a sneak peek at what they are, and we've actually got two camera angles here so you guys can see everything that's going on, and I'll be shooting the video in multiple angles so that you guys can see a better view. Anyway, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, please smack the like button real good, and I've got a surprise for you guys. I'm taking this off just for this video. Woo! Yeah, so I've still got the finger sleeves on. I still can't completely use my hand, but I'm gonna give it my best for this video. So let's get into this thing. Okay, so yeah, this box, I can see a little bit in there. I don't want to show you guys everything just yet. Here we have the games. Now, we are going to touch on the games first. There is a bunch of stuff. It's not just PlayStation stuff in here, like I said. Also, I apologize if the microphone isn't the greatest. I've never done a setup like this before, so hopefully you guys stick with me. But the first game is right here, you guys can see. It is Toy Story Racer. I'm going to open this up and just have a quick look. Oh wow, yeah, it's broken. Most of these are probably all broken because these cases back in the day were atrocious, but they did the job. But there is Toy Story Racer. Look at this. It even has like ads for the Lion King on there. Old booklets, you don't really see those anymore. But let's move Toy Story Racer over there. We got Spider-Man 2. Oh man, I played this game so much. Old Spider-Man games. They were just so much fun. I think that was the Electro one. Yes, it actually was. Look, it says Electro at the very top. So enter Electro. This game. Not a great movie. Decent game. It was pre-owned. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of my games back in the day and a lot of my systems back in the day were pre-owned. Luckily, the PS1 was my first ever new console. Because my family, we didn't grow up with much money or anything like that, so we weren't well off where we could just afford splashing cash on all sorts of stuff. But we made do with what we had, and my parents were awesome enough to still give me a life where I had all these video games. Here's another one. V-Rally, another racing game, Toka 2. Wow. Here we go. 2 Extreme. I think this game in a packet of 2 games, because I used to get games for just like Christmas and stuff. Yeah, it was. See? Not sold separately. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this was in like one of those duo packs. I don't know if you guys remember them, but they were usually cheap games that weren't selling well. They're in like a cardboard thing. I got that, so that was a pretty good deal. And this is Crash Bandicoot. Oh my goodness. This was my first ever game on PlayStation. Oh wow. Wow, look at that. That's just, it's bringing back so many memories. I'm still trying to like learn how to open things, but here's the booklet. Wow, look at that. It's still pretty good condition for the booklet. It's got all the stuff in there. It was in black and white. It's different languages, I think. And the disc, oh, it was a, wow, I just realized my first ever game was a platinum game. So, yeah, I think I got this in 97 or 98. I can't remember the exact year I got my PlayStation. So this game too was one of my first games. Now, looking at sports games on the PlayStation 4 compared to what or even the PlayStation 5, I should say, coming out this year, compared to what was here it is. This is another store that was like pre-owned. A lot of my games were pre-owned. Cricket 2000. Oh, wow. Okay, GTA 2. That's ridiculous. Like 20-something years later, we're still on GTA 5. Anyway, so that right there is GTA 2. Yeah, look at that. Those are pre-owned yellow stickers. That's just how I lived life back then. And yes, I think this came with that other game. See, not for resale. I had a few of those. I don't know if these are all my games. I don't think they are. Harry Potter. I don't think all these are my games because I did have more, Plus, we rented a lot of games for like 1 week for like $3. You could rent it from the video store. That's how we did things, because my parents didn't want to just make me play games, have me play games 24/7. I'd only get games kind of on special occasions like birthdays and things like that, so I wouldn't be gaming 24/7, which is funny because I ended up becoming a gaming YouTuber. But anyway, thank you, Mum and Dad. Here is a demo disc. Wow, that is just ridiculous. Look, let me bring this one up right here. There it is. Okay, so an OPSM2. So these came with those magazines back in the day. This is another one, another PS2 demo disc. That's not PlayStation 1. And an Xbox 360. Okay, this is definitely telling the signs of what we can expect in this box right here. So here is the main event, guys. Whew. I know there's a bunch of random stuff in here, but here we go. Okay, there it is. Oh my goodness. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but this, I don't know what that is. But this is kind of yellowed now and it's all stained and everything, but it's not the original color that it was. You can see a sort of difference maybe here. Let me see. No, it's still hard to tell on camera. Maybe you guys can tell, but from what I'm seeing, yeah, let me just hold it. Oh, this is heavy. I haven't held anything this heavy with this hand in 6 weeks, but let's press the button. Hey, look at that. I'm just a happy little boy again in my PlayStation pajamas with the Champ Chong on it. Wow, that is wild. Look at the inside of that. Now, I do have the new classic, like the mini version that came out, like a year or so ago. And I've still got that. I will compare them maybe in another video. If you guys want to actually see me do a full video of this turning on and everything like that, I may have to get the cables, because my sister did say she didn't know if all the cables were here, because there's a bunch of random stuff. You can probably see an Xbox 360 power brick, which is massive. But there it is. You can see the optical right there. Yeah, this is wild. Memory card slots, controller ports, the back of it. It's wild. So that there, it still works. Look, it's so good. How good is that? Okay, let me just put the PlayStation there. What else do we have in here? Okay, an N64. Okay, the N64 I actually didn't get until many years later. It was a choice when I went into the store as a kid, because this was my first ever non-pre-owned console. I had a choice of the PlayStation or this. We chose the PlayStation because the graphics looked better. My parents were like, oh, you get more bang for your buck. I'm guessing that's the truth back then. I don't know, but this had 4 controllers and I didn't really have like anyone to really play with, so they just figured take the PlayStation 1 games, and it's a good thing. PlayStation still do a lot of first single player exclusives, I should say. So that's the N64. Man, there's so much stuff in here. I'm gonna probably cut a bit of this. I think this is like a power thing for it. Wow, okay. A rumble pack with the N64 controller. Look at this, rumble pack. That is just wild. Okay. I've actually got an N64 in my living room with the same controller, which is weird, but no rumble pack. So I'm going to combine all this and have a really good N64. Okay, let me just move this big power brick. By the way, I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me try and lift this for you. The power brick of an Xbox 360 is massive. Now, there is a story behind, because there are a couple of Xbox 360 controllers. What? And oh my goodness, it's a hard drive. 128 gig Elite Xbox 360 hard drive. There's so much random stuff here, guys. But yeah, there is a story why I don't have the 360 anymore. Here are 2 white controllers. Wow, this is really cool to have now. This is like a mini museum of just nostalgia and memories. But there is a... What? Oh, I thought that controller just turned on. I thought it just turned on. Okay, no, it's not turning on, but I think they do have the play and charge kits to them, so that's pretty cool. But the reason I don't have my 360 is it's because it's actually buried inside my backyard. Like my mum's house, like there's a spot where we buried it because we barbecued the video, like in a video. If you guys want me to dig it up, let me know and I will do a video once my hand is healed digging this console out, because it was wrapped in food and stuff and it's been like 7 or 8 years that's been stuck in the ground. I think I know the spot. It may take us a couple of hours to find the exact hole area where it was dug. And we could end up doing that. So let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments down below. We could dig it up and see how the Xbox 360 has survived. But anyway, we move on because here it is, the original PlayStation controller. Now, I think this is the original DualShock because they did have one of those that didn't have the DualShocks on them, the analogs. So was this a DualShock? It was just analog. I don't even know if this is a DualShock. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to unwrap this just because my hand, guys, is a bit annoying to do weird tasks like that. But there it is. It's still in pretty good condition, a bit yellowed, a bit dirty, and a bit dusty, but overall pretty good. So in here is actually... Oh, what? I didn't even see this. This is my childhood right here. So I did have a couple of neighbors and we did play every now and then, but we'd always go to my friend Liam's house and play this. I did not choose Odd Job, never. I never did that. I never chose Odd Job. But wow, I'm gonna put that straight to the 64. And right here is my first Nintendo. Actually, it's not. I had the NES, but it was like from a garage sale, like a yard sale. And it didn't really work properly. We had to just stick tissues and blow, and so yeah, like to make the cartridges work into the system. And yeah, so this is a SNES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow. I wonder if any of this stuff even works to this day. I'm definitely going to do some videos on all this because I don't want to just do gaming news on this channel. I want to dive into some really cool stuff, go to cool events like I've always done. And here it is, the controller of the NES. Wow, the cable was black? Really? I don't remember that. I always thought they were gray, but here it is. Little controller, tiny. It's crazy, right? Like, what a difference just a few years made between systems. And there was, I think, a GameCube after this, which was even wilder. And then the Wii was Nintendo never stick with the same stuff, do they? I guess it's innovation or just pure boredom at Nintendo in Japan. They just want to do cool things. And then the rest of this stuff is cables. So, power cables and stuff. I don't know if the PlayStation cables are in here. It's a real big mess. I'm probably like a week away from really tangling and using both my hands. So I apologize that I can't do everything. I'm probably 2 weeks away from really playing games properly. But yeah, my hand is healing, so I will be able to do a lot more extensive videos. But guys, oh man, there's so much stuff on my table right now. This is the big talking point, the PlayStation. Oh my goodness, like seeing this thing and then, hey, I don't know why I get so excited about literally pressing an eject button, but that's a cool mechanism. We don't see this kind of stuff anymore with consoles. This feels still like a sturdy little thing. It's kind of light. It's not as light as, this is probably a bad test, but because my left hand is a lot weaker, but I would say they're about the same weight. I don't know, same era, sorta. So, yeah, that is the PlayStation. We had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of games. Also, I do have my hands with a PlayStation 2. As you guys know, I did lose mine. I traded it in like an idiot when I was like 14 or 15 for like a bunch of games and accessories, which I no longer even have either. So I did get a PlayStation 2 thanks to one of you guys. I did meet up with you and got a really cool original PlayStation 2 still in the box and everything. So if you guys want to see that video, let me know. But in the meantime, wow, here it is, the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Man, this is over 20 years old and the memories. It's just wild. But yeah, anyway, that does it for the video. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please smack the like button real good. I'm gonna go put this back on my hand because it is starting to hurt a little bit and I'm trying not to hold too many heavy things. If my therapist sees my hand and doing this video, I'm probably gonna be in trouble, but so we better get some likes and some subscriptions. I don't know, guys. Hopefully you guys even watch this video since it isn't gaming news, but there it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Next time, we eat a PlayStation.